I'm Sammy Davis, and this is Some Dumb News. This show comes out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and if you've been here before, I'd love it if you hit that subscribe button. On to our top story. Perhaps you heard that in Fort Worth, Texas, McDonald's is testing an automated restaurants, and I'll admit, I got a little bit excited. Unfortunately, that restaurant is instead removing human contact. Visitors are acting as the cashier, selecting and ordering their food, and humans in the back then cook and prepare the food. Finally, they put it on a conveyor belt, and that delivers the food to the customer. This particular McDonald's only offers drive-through and takeaway orders, but I'm not sure how you order through the drive-through. Like, do you still have to talk to a person? Because the whole thing about this restaurant is that it's removing human contact. Or do you have to reach out of your car and push the buttons on some automated order screen? Or worst of all, is it some crappy voice assistant? If you're in the Fort Worth area, I need more information. Leave it in the comments below. I'll admit, I'm moderately worried about automation in a capitalist society. Eventually, the human element won't be necessary anymore in several industries. But we'll still be expected to pay money to survive. But the opportunities to make money will become more and more limited. But this week, automation has not destroyed the jobs at McDonald's. Huzzah! I get a lot of calls from spam centers, and I've had an interest in how these companies can afford to stay in business. Well, according to the FBI, in 2022, romance and tech support scam calls illegally set up in India accounted for $10.2 billion in fraud, targeted primarily at the elderly. For a long time, we have just had to deal with these scam calls. But in the U.S. Embassy in New Delhi, the FBI is setting up a permanent installation to work with local authorities to arrest the owners of these phishing centers and freeze wire transfers. But let's be real for one moment. We all know that many of these phishing centers will likely just move out of the country before giving up on an easy $10 billion per year. Speaking of fraudsters, a Minnesota man has been indicted in a $1.6 million romance scam that used crypto exchanges. The man has been indicted on 10 counts of wire fraud and 11 counts of money laundering. Fraudster Adetomiwa Seun Akindele, oh my goodness, I probably butchered that, used a dating website to pose as Frank Labato, a businessman who eventually told his victim that he was in a crisis and in need of money through a cryptocurrency exchange. Here's a tip to my fellow singles out there. If money starts getting involved before a face-to-face meeting, you're either paying for sex or getting scammed. Be safe out there, friends. Billionaire Charlie Munger says that people should stop complaining because everyone is 5 times better off than they used to be. As we continue to struggle through waves of inflation and recession, the rich continue to get richer and they don't understand why we don't appreciate that more. Now, Munger does believe that envy is a driving factor for too many people today, and I gotta say, I agree as one of those envious poors of the world. Like, I started doing this show because I'm jealous of anyone else able to make a living doing their own thing. I was also raised in a world that taught me that my personal worth is directly linked to my financial worth, and when that is low, I am a bad person. I should probably stop watching Star Trek. It's making me wish that we lived in a cashless society. Look, Charlie Munger may not be the most flavorful rich person, but we won't know for sure if we never try to eat the rich. Now, while I sit here and complain about things on the internet, in Atlantic City, New Jersey, residents are taking a more creative approach to their local issues. On Richmond Avenue, a large pothole was given a festive feel when residents surrounded the pothole with barricades and set a Christmas tree in the middle. By the time this story had come to my attention, the tree had been set up for 2 weeks. Maybe local authorities have a sense of humor about the whole thing. I wonder if Domino's is still out there fixing potholes. People are always looking for ways to earn a little extra cash, and in Santa Cruz, California, a 19-year-old was recently arrested after making and distributing fake parking tickets. The tickets had a QR code with instructions that victims could use that code to pay their citations. The teenager was charged with unlawful use of a computer and attempted fraud, but unfortunately his scheme did not seem to net any profits, at least according to the suspect. Still, I gotta give credit where credit is due. My brilliant money-making scheme is producing videos for 20 people to watch on YouTube. Please share my videos with your friends. Have you ever hated a song so much that you wished you could get it off the air forever? In the UK, one couple is raising money to buy the song Last Christmas by Wham and stop it from playing on radios. Hannah and Thomas Mazzetti have raised over $62,000 from 327 people, but they are a long way from even being able to tempt the song away from the current rights holders. It is currently estimated that Last Christmas is worth between $15 and $25 million. I would be shocked if the song earned less than $500,000 during the Christmas months. But again, we gotta be real here. Last Christmas is far from the worst Christmas song. That's Lady Gaga's Christmas Tree. But it never plays on the radio, so we're all safe from that one. As far as terrible Christmas songs that get radio play, that trophy goes to Sir Paul McCartney's Wonderful Christmas Time. God, I hate that song so much. Maybe I should raise $50,000 to get that song taken off the radio. No guarantees and no money back. Finally, in Arizona, one man proves that meth is a horrible drug after trying to revive an overdosed partner by stabbing her in the heart as part of a ritual. I can't promise you much about the spiritual world, but I can promise that if your ritual involves permanently damaging any part of the body, it's not going to work. Then again, could you imagine if it had worked? Quick! This person just died! Stab them in the heart with your life-saving knife! Did you bring a knife to a gunfight? Yeah, it's just in case anyone gets seriously hurt. And that's it for Some Dumb News. Oh, it was a short one today. If you enjoyed the show, please like the video, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. I'm still working towards my 100 subscriber benchmark, so if you know anyone who enjoys the dumber side of the news, show them my channel. Hey, I'm still B. Sammy Davis. Thanks for watching.